afternoon. I am coming to y'all with the exciting recipe. I said to my son, come try this. And I won't tell you what it is yet because it's exciting. He said, that's not what that really is, but it looks like it. He's very suspicious of my raw cooking. I was calling him a while ago. I said, kids, I cooked, and it was my giant sprouter full of sprouts coming out the top. Anyway, I'm coming to y'all and I'm going to tell you about a couple of things. I try to move myself to a different part of my kitchen so you didn't just have to see me looking at strange people out the window. First of all, Nick Lee this morning, she said, how many frozen bananas did I put in that smoothie? And I tried to think, it was about 13 that I crammed in there. So about 13. And actually it might have been about 15 because then I had about 2 that wouldn't fit and I didn't want to just put the baggie back in the freezer, so I had those before I left. And then Ultra Tam wants to know what's for dinner, and I'm fixing to show you. Girl, this is the kick butt recipe. And then Raw Weight Loss said that last video I did coming down the road that I was just talking about what's coming into your brain, said like that was the most helpful video, it was the best video. Isn't it funny, because I'll think like, oh well, they're not going to want to watch that or whatever, and then somebody will, like, that will touch somebody, or that will be one little nugget in their brain. So there you go, you just never know. What else were people saying? Oh yes, somebody asked for this recipe. Let's see who it was. Well, dang, I don't see it now, but I want to tell you this. Somebody was on the YouTube talking about, her name is Monica Henrichs. It's H-E-I-N-R-I-C-H-S. Heinrichs. Something like that. Hey, Monica. A little bit of Monica on the side. You know that song? She was talking about, she goes to church and she goes to a fitness and health group there at her church, and they must go on like a women's retreat once a year, and this is the first year she's going as low-fat raw vegan. And she had already told them, she was like, well look, you know, I'm going to be bringing lots of fruits and things, because the last year, y'all have been to these things, y'all, church functions are one of the worst places to, really one of the best places to develop some cardiovascular disease. So she was saying that last year they did serve a couple of salads, but you know how these are. They're not big salads. They're a little side salad, and they have some toxic vinaigrette or whatever, so that doesn't even count. So she's going to bring with her some fruit. And she was telling that to somebody, and they were saying, one of the people responded like, well, okay, I'm going to try not to just junk food it up and have so much trash like last year, which was nice, you know. That was a good comment. And somebody else said this is going to be the typical response. Now this is a health and fitness group at her church. Said, well, you know, it's 4 days. I'm just not going to worry about my diet for those 4 days. I'm going to have a good time. And Monica said, she thought to herself, am I going to have a good time feeling like I'm destroying my body? And like I said, I think it was yesterday, hey, your body is going to tell you something when you keep jerking it back and forth from low-fat raw vegan to the sad diet. Or even cooked vegans, maybe you're going to go out and have, I don't know, whole wheat bread, and you've got a double-decker soy burger on there. You're going to pay the price, and I don't think a soy burger's worth it. But anyway, Monica, that's for you, because we got to stay strong, you know. So she's going to bring her stuff and do her own thing. That's how we have to do it, you know. Prepare to be different. Prepare to be fabulous is what that means, you know. Let me see what else I wanted to say. So people are saying, somebody on their name, they go by R-A-G-N-H-I-L-D, Nordrum. Hey, they said that they've been trying to do this lifestyle for years, and they were doing more of a high-fat version, which again will never satiate you. And now they're trying to go with more fruit and all. But what happens is, she's coming from she said ED background. That's where, you know, it's an eating disorder where, you know, are you going to eat too much, too little? It really monkeys with your brain. And, you know, so the massive amount of food she needs to consume, not to eat the high-fat raw, is a lot of food. And her eyes see that, and, you know, her brain is playing tricks on her in there about that. But remember this, you're not going to get fat on fruit. Whole fruits don't have the juice. Whole fruits, you know that the fiber and the nourishment is everything you need. Your body's not going to want to overeat it because it's going to say, okay, I've had enough. When you've had mono meals of mangoes, say you have 6 or 7 or 8, then you've had enough. You're satisfied. That's what your body wants. Also, remember this, when you're kicking in these huge salads at night, you might feel like you've ate so much. And a person coming from that background, this is a real thing. It's a real hurdle to get over. You know, and on this hump day, climb the hump over that. Just say, that's not who I am anymore. Realize that most vegetables have a negative calorie effect. Plug that into the ED brain. When you chew celery, let's just say you ate a whole sleeve of celery. It takes your body more calories to utilize and assimilate and burn that celery than calories that were in it. You know, that's a big thing. I mean, I don't really worry about the calories, but people, they have to get over that hurdle. You know, a lot of people in this raw food movement, they don't want to address these real issues. That's a problem. We can't just pretend like they're not there because, you know, like I said the other day, just if I say my hair's straight, that doesn't mean it's not curly. We're going to have to address these things. So anyway, I wanted to tell her that. Okay, so here's what we're going to have. Somebody, and I can't believe I didn't write down their name, they wanted to know my recipe for the cauliflower mash. People, let's just cross out cauliflower mash and let's just call it cheesy potatoes, shall we? Because that's what it looks like and that's what it tastes like. It tops any hummus you'll ever have. It tops any mashed potatoes because I can eat the whole Vitamix full and it's guilt-free. I don't have to feel bad about it. I don't have to feel lethargic. And if I want it a little bit warm, I can just kick up my Vitamix for a little bit longer and it'll be warm. I can even pour over some of my raw dressings over that. I can make a little bird's nest in the top like my mama used to and put in some raw peas in there. See, I'm very excited. So let's come over here. Let me move you. I have to come over to my cooking zone. And I said I was going to move this up, but let's try not to throw it in the sink. I have to prop it on this tiny little owl right here. Stay. Okay, hey. All right, so here's what we're going to do. First of all, just in case you're thinking about stepping away from YouTube a minute, not until you make this. Look at this. Let me show you. Where's my spoon? Spoon. Here it is. Look. Now it has a little paprika on top because I like paprika. It's a little cheesy. Bam! This is better than the one I even made last time. Look, you can even like whip it up like my mama used to. She like to make little swirls. She's like, no, you do it like this, Tanny. I'm like, whatever, give me the taters. Okay, so here's what we have. I jotted this down so it would come out just right. And the amount of lemon juice you're going to use is going to depend on how big your cauliflower head is. So here's what we're going to do. Can somebody jot this down, please, and thank you? Now, while we're getting this open, whoever's going to transcribe that at the bottom, I'll give you this song. Are you ready? Remember, please, and thank you. They're called the magic words. If you want nice things to happen, they're the words that should be heard. Remember, please, and thank you. They're called the magic words. So use them in the morning and noon and night, and it's a great way to be polite. Please and thank you. They're called the magic words. Hey, straight from Barney. Okay, so we've got our cauliflower, and we've taken off just the bottom crud. And this is organic, and I see a little bit of dirt in there, but guess what? I'm not washing it off because I want the B12 that my body will produce by having that. So I'm going to just break this up. I'm just throwing it down into the Vitamix. I'm going to show you. Just one sec. You're going to be excited about this. You're going to be saying my name at home. Oh, Tanya. That's funny. Okay. Let's just put, let's don't cram them all in here yet. I'm going to put about 3/4 of it in there. I already made this. That's why that's already made that batch so I could test it out. So let's put about just a Vitamix full. We'll add the rest of this little cauliflower in a minute. Okay, then you're going to have 1 avocado, because remember, you're probably not going to eat all this yourself. You're going to put it over other things. Of course, depending on your calorie intake, you know, you could easily have 1 avocado a day. Okay, then I've got some minced garlic that's just plain minced garlic. Again, if you don't use garlic, don't stress, just don't use it. I'm going to use 1 heaping tablespoon with a little bit of the juice that was in there. Woo! Okay, then, oh, look, in my garden at school, they had these little rosemaries growing. I had to pluck me some of those off. This is about 2 tablespoons of rosemary. This is fresh. You can use dry if that's all you got. If I had some dulse flakes, I would use about 3 tablespoons in there, but I don't have any. This will give you a little salty flavor. Again, if you don't use dulse, don't use it. Okay, then we're going to have, lemon juice. I'm going to put 4 tablespoons, oh, messy, tablespoons of lemon juice in here. I gotta hurry yet. This won't download if I don't hurry. Okay. Then I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of paprika. And then I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of black pepper. Okay. Rosemary, paprika. Okay. Then as this blends, and leave it a little chunky like you would mashed potatoes if you like your mashed potatoes to have a little chunk, right? Go. Tell me that's not faster than you would make any mashed potatoes. Most people would be peeling them and then they're going to boil them and good grief. And then you think cauliflower have some serious antioxidants, and they have all the cancer fighting properties of the cruciferous family, because that's the family they belong to. Easy. I don't know. That's all you need right there. See y'all later. Bye.